Now, anyway, good morning, everyone, or good evening, happy Easter. Well, hope you're doing fine, doing safe, healthy, staying healthy. Anyway, this is an illustration of my friend Joe Tolliver, who's having their Easter dinner now. Well, this would be a quick one. It's for his Comic Cast giveaway. So he asked me to color it, and being his friend, I obliged. So here we go. Oops. I always begin with dark and the mid-tones first and add the highlights later. That's my style. Always works for me. And if you notice, I always use this painter brush. This one, block painter. It's a special solid brush with soft edges. And it's all about wrist action. I always work on 100% opacity, 100% flow. It's all wrist work. So as you can see, the lighting will go here. Okay? So let's concentrate the mid-tones on this side. So yes, I'm still setting up the lighting, the dark and mid-tones, so I won't forget. And this is also like setting the mood for this illustration. So I'm not bothered on finishing one section first. I just want to set up the lighting and see if it would work. And I think it works. So again, happy Easter to everyone, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy. This is a quick coloring of Superman's enemy, Doomsday. I had like 4 hours of sleep only. My neck really hurts. So if you hear me, having this groaning sounds, it's because my neck hurts. Still waiting for my um, gun massager from Lazada. Let's begin with this Doomsday's um, horns. I got this really cool reference. Yeah, I can copy this. Again, this is for Comic has 6,000 subscriber or watchers. They're celebrating its 6,000 watchers, I suppose. This will be a giveaway. Am I right, Joe? So it's a this is like a support for my friend's channel. Really, really proud of what he's been doing with Comicast, and always support your independent artists. Well, if you're not happy with the colors, the way it looks, the hue of the colors you use, you can always use color balance to get what you really want, what you're after. And sometimes coloring quick sketches is really hard to do because you have to put a lot of effort to make it look like a, a an illustration that was done uh, in a long time. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Sorry, but so let's check it out. See, I got the 3D effect now, so I'm happy with it. Now off to the his skin. For those of you who's watching and who wants to know more of what I do and how I do it, I have a YouTube channel. Just search my name, Omi Remalante, YouTube, and I post weekly tutorials and how-to videos on the color method that I've been using for the past 13 years. So, better like and subscribe on in my YouTube channel. It's Omi Remalante. Just search it and click the subscribe button. You'll learn more. Now for the highlights, I'm using the same uh, color, but only my brush is set into screen mode. Still 100% opacity, 100% flow. I never change those. I want to add some colors on this to make it pop more. Yeah. I'm the type of colorist who maximizes the use of colors. I really am not a fan of colorist who uses very pale colors, because it's, contradicts what you do. You're supposed to add life in the drawings, not make it pale, look like a zombie. I'm not a fan of it. So every time I color, I make sure I make it lifelike. I make it lively. Uh, I am the type of colorist who brings illustrations to life, not make it look like a zombie. Well, of course, if it's a zombie, you should make it a zombie. Pale as pale AF. Still adding highlights, rim light to make it pop more. Check it out. See? If you're not happy with the colors, you can always press Control B, color balance, or that's like function, whatever. Command B on your Apple or MacBook. happy with it. Oh, for those of you who's watching, this is how I color the eyes. Always remember where the light source is. Use dark tone and mid tone. Okay, so yeah, better listen. So the eyeball, where your light source is here. So play in that area where the light source is. Then use for your mid tone. Use a lighter tone of the same color to create the effect of the light effect. Okay, so this is the very important part. Always put a very bright highlight here, see, and here. Check it out, see, it has life now. Same goes with the pupil, or whatever this is called. Highlight, another highlight, then a very bright light, the light source using color dodge. See? Boom! That's simple. That's how I do eyes. That's how I color eyes. See? Check it out. Now off to the inner part of his suit, which he later ripped into pieces. The same principle, mid-tone and dark tone. Then play or render your mid-tones according with your lighting, which is here. Okay. So I hope you're learning something new today. Again, follow me and in YouTube. It's Omi Remalante. That's simple. I'll be adding highlights now. Highlights, so you can separate two images and make it look like it's far apart. Check it. Yep, it works. It's one way of checking if my coloring is good. Grab the mid-tone color and use a lighter tone to create a 3D effect. I'm a huge fan of Todd McFarlane. So even though I'm a colorist, I still use Todd's attention to detail, especially when creating uh, the highlights of the drawings I color. So yeah, it means that I love doing folds of the clothes, the muscles. I want to make it very detailed. Even though the illustration is kind of limited, I make sure I get the right details needed for the illustration. So thanks to Todd McFarlane for inspiring me to be a very detailed colorist. Let's check it again. Ooh, look at that. Now let's use another one. We're at a warm light, so still use warm color. Oop, doesn't work. Won't work. Don't overuse highlights, okay? So better make sure you use it in areas that really will that where the light will really hit the figure. So if you put highlights in every direction, man, you'll be lost. Your illustration, your coloring will be like crazy. So use highlights sparingly in areas that light will really hit it. So it will be realistic. Again, I'm a colorist that goes, you know, I'm a colorist that has always thinks about realistic things like Alex Ross. I'm a huge fan of Alex Ross, and I know how to paint as well. But yeah, that's what I learned observing his works. The use of uh, highlights, shadows. When I was in college, I used to copy uh, Todd McFarlane and Alex Ross, especially Alex Ross's Marvel when he made Marvels. You know the Spider-Man who's crawling on the window of the Daily Bugle. That's best the best work he's done, like hands down. That illustration, that painting made him Alex Ross. That iconic Spider-Man window crawling panel, Marvels. Plus, I also admire Stephen Platt, who is a huge Todd McFarlane uh, fan as well. So we're nearing the end of this video live coloring. So again, this is for Joe Tolliver's giveaway in his Comic Cast page. Make sure you follow it, and It's really an interesting show where where they interview bunch of indie artists. Yeah. Again, I'm adding the rim light. Thank you for spending time with me, watching this video, and while enjoying your Easter dinner, or while enjoying your work. For those Filipino fans who's watching, I really appreciate it. Just add a few chrome coloring here and there. Chrome coloring is really easy for me, and I really enjoy it. Takes me like a few seconds to do it. I'm the type of artist who observe things, people when I go out. I'm a people watcher, you know. I love watching people, environment, you know, how it works, and then I incorporate it, everything I notice in my coloring. So that's one way of how to improve the work. Just adding the finishing touches of this piece. Then we're all done. I'll try to add the FX. There you have it. Soft brush. So I guess this is done, and I really appreciate you guys spending time with me in this short coloring um, live session, and I hope you learned something. And again, don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's Omi Remalante YouTube, and there you have it. This would be a giveaway for Joe Tolliver's Comic Cast show. So I hope some lucky guy would have a chance to get a print of this. So again, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless to you. Happy Easter, everyone.